First, I want to give an honor to the Most High Yahweh, to His Son Yahawashi, to the prophets and elders, teachers, pushing forth this truth, this gospel to the four corners of the earth, to all of Israel, the hopeful elect, those mixed in with the other nations, look like the other nations, even speak the other nations' tongues, but are of Israel according to the seed, the sperma in the Greek, or the sperm of their forefathers. To everybody I say shalom, peace, and greetings. Also want to give an honor to the prophets of great millstone, because it's through them that I heard this truth. And he that have an ear, let him hear what thus saith the Almighty Yahweh, not house. Okay? So again, to everybody I say shalom, peace, and greetings. In my introduction, I always talk about the seed, the sperma. Okay? And the Messiah comes from the loins, if you will, of David. Okay? In fact, this one wasn't on my here it is. Matthew 1:1 says, now mind you, one of my sayings is I got from Amawad Abad. Old and New Testament work together like hand and glove. This is Matthew 1:1. The book of generations of Yahweh HaMashiach. Check this out. The son of David, the son of Abraham. Okay? See, a lot of Old Testament folks, they can't understand, for one, regeneration and spirits are eternal. Okay? And the Almighty sends them down here. Okay? But I want to start off with 1 Chronicles 17. Yahawashi is the seed. It comes from the loins of David, King David. Okay? A royal bloodline, a royal seed. Okay? Now it came to pass. Let me go back to Matthew. I brought up 1:1 because it says son of in fact, let's go back there. Excuse me, because I know we may still have some of what does that mean that you read there. Okay, so it says the son of David. Who is the son of David? Solomon. When Solomon reigned, Solomon had 40 years of peace. Okay, Shiloh. And then the son of Abraham. Who was the son of Abraham? Isaac. Okay, regeneration is a thing. Spirits are eternal. And it's going to be that spirit as Yahawashi that's going to reign forever. It was even told to David that a seed would come from his loins. A king forever would come from his loins. Let's get into it. 1 Chronicles 17. Now it came to pass, as David sat in his house, that David said to Nathan the prophet, Lo, I dwell in an house of cedars, but the ark of the covenant of the Most High Yahweh remaineth under curtains. 2. Then Nathan said unto David, Do all that is in thine heart, for the power is with thee. 3. And it came to pass the same night that the word of God came to Nathan, saying, Go and tell David my servant, thus saith the Most High Yahweh, Thou shalt not build me an house to dwell in. For I have not dwelt in an house since the day that I brought up Israel unto this day, but have gone from tent to tent, and from one tabernacle to another. Wheresoever I have walked with all Israel, spake I a word to any of the judges of Israel, whom I commanded to feed my people, saying, Why have ye not built me an house of cedars? Now therefore thus shalt thou say unto my servant David, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, I took thee from the sheepcote, even from the following the sheep, that thou shouldest be ruler over my people Israel. 8. And I have been with thee whithersoever thou hast walked, and had cut off all thine enemies from before thee, and have made thee a name like the name of the great men that are in the earth. 9. Also I will ordain a place for my people Israel, and will plant them, and they shall dwell in their place, and shall be moved no more. Neither shall the children of wickedness waste them any more, as at the beginning. 10. And since the time that I commanded judges to be over my people Israel, moreover, I will subdue all thine enemies. Furthermore, I tell thee that Yahweh will build thee an house. 11. And it shall come to pass, when thy days be expired, that thou must go to be with thy fathers. Check this out. That I will raise up thy seed after thee, which shall be of thy sons, and I will establish his kingdom. Mind you, I'm reading out of the Old Testament. He shall build me an house, and I will establish his throne forever. It's not Elijah. Who else people? It's not Onias, high priest Onias the third. What other craziness do I hear out there? This is process of elimination. Going to come to who's going to be busted through that cloud. It's going to be of the seed, the loins of David, and that is Yahawashi. Nobody. It points to nobody else. It's perfect time to get something in my eye. This always happens to me. Let's keep going. 12. He shall build me an house, and I will establish his throne forever. 13. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. And I will not take my mercy away from him, as I took it from him that was before thee. 14. But I will settle him in mine house and in my kingdom forever, and his throne shall be established forevermore. Okay, this is not talking about David, but David's seed. He's going to come through the loins of David's, even his sons. It's going to come through his sons. This is not deep. This is not rocket science. Old Testament, New Testament go together like hand and glove. You have these folks that sit up here and strictly Old Testament, but negate everything else that's in the Old Testament. That don't want to accept it. Like, you got these Torah only. Like, come on, it's right here. It's not Onias the third. It's not Elijah, Enoch, or whatever else craziness they come up with. Joseph comes from that loins lineage of David. He was royalty. Likewise, Mary came from the loins and lineage of David. Yahawashi, in every sense of the word, not even in this carnal realm, is royalty outside of just being royalty, period. Even in the carnal realm, he is royalty. "13. I will be his father, and he shall be my son, and I will not take away my mercy away from him, as I took it from him that was before thee. But I will settle him in mine house and in my kingdom forever, and his throne shall be established forevermore." 15. According to all these words and according to all this vision, so did Nathan speak unto David. So is the word of the Most High given to Nathan to give to David. So all that was to tell David, hey, there's going to be a seed that comes come from your loins, and he's gonna reign forever. I continue. Check this out. And David the king came and sat before Yahweh and said, "Who am I, O Yahweh, my power? And what is mine house that thou hast brought me hitherto?" So David, so mighty man, but humble, like the Almighty. Me, you're blessing me with this. I mean, what did I do to deserve? Humble man, mighty but humble man. 17. And yet this was a small thing in thine eyes, O power, for thou hast also spoken of thy servant's house for a great while to come, and hast regarded me according to the estate of a man high degree, O Yahweh, my power. What could David speak more to thee for the honor of thy servant? For thou knowest thy servant, O Yahweh. For thy servant's sake and according to thine own heart, hast thou done all this greatness in making known all these great things? O Yahweh, there is none like thee, neither is there any power beside thee, according to all that we have heard with our ears. 21. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people, Israel, whom my power went to redeem to be his own people, to make thee a name of greatness and terribleness, by driving out nations from before thy people, whom thou hadst redeemed out of Egypt. 22. For thy people Israel didst thou make thine own people forever. And thou, O Yahweh, becamest their power. Therefore now, Lord Yahweh, let the thing that thou hast spoken concerning thy servant and concerning his house be established forever, and do as thou hast said. You got these bugged out folks. Oh, it's going to be David. There's nobody over David. I'm reading it right here. It's going to be his seed. It's going to come after 17. What is that? 11. Fathers, and I will raise up thy seed after thee. Seed, sperma, in the Greek, sperm. Let's not stand on ceremonies here. That I will raise up thy seed after thee, which shall be of thy sons. Come on, man. Come on. It's right. Come on. Old Testament. Matthew 1:1, son of David. Now I'm not, I don't know everything, but I feel as if, okay, see, 13. I will be his father, and he shall be my son, and I will not take away my mercy away from him, as I took it from him that was before thee. Now, that could either mean literally him as Solomon, because then it was for eternal kingdom was promised to Solomon, but Solomon died. But it was a kingdom forever. So who that spirit of Solomon? Again, that's why I started off Matthew 1:1, son of David. Who was David's son? Solomon. So I will not take away thy mercy from thee and from him, as I took it from him that was before thee. Okay? But let's continue. 21. And what one, oh, no. For thy people Israel didst thou make thine, 22. For thy people Israel didst thou make thine own people forever, and thou, Yahweh, became their power. Therefore now, Yahweh, let the thing that thou hast spoken concerning thy servant and concerning his house be established forever, and do as thou hast said. Let it even be established that thy name may be magnified forever, saying, Yahweh of hosts is the power of Israel, even the power to Israel. And let the house of David, thy servant, be established before thee. 25. For thou, O my power, hast told thy servant that thou wilt build him an house. Therefore thy servant had found in his heart to pray before thee. And now, Yahweh, thou art power, and hast promised this goodness unto thy servant. Now therefore let it please thee to bless the house of thy servant, that it may be before thee forever. For thou blessed, O Yahweh, and it shall be blessed forever. Okay? Even David understood that Yahweh is going to sit on the throne of David, if you will. It's not deep. It's not rocket science coming through David's loins. And David's like, how am I bestowed this honor? Humble man. Humble man, mighty man, I prove it to you. Here's how 18 starts. Now after it came to pass that David smote the Philistines and subdued them, and took Gath and her towns out of the hand of the Philistines too. And he smote Moab, and Moabites became David's servants and brought gifts. 3. And David smote Hadarezer, king of Zobah, and Hamath, as he went to establish his dominion by the river Euphrates. Okay, so that's going into 18. Mighty man, played no games. When the Almighty said, hey, go, David, possess the land. Go here, do that, David. You better believe he did it. Okay? But at the same time, he knew that the Almighty literally gave him the ultimate blessing, saying that from his seat, from his loins, is they're going to be a king that's going to reign forever from out of his house. Luke 1:31. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb, and bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahawashi. 32. He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And Yahweh, the Most High, shall give unto him the throne of his father David. Just because it say father, what do you call? You call your grandfather, great, great, great grandfather, okay? So don't get lost and don't. But again, who is David's son? Solomon. And that same spirit that dwelt in Solomon is dwelling in Yahawashi. Regeneration is a thing. And he shall reign over the house of Jacob forever, and his kingdom there shall be no end. Okay? Old and New Testament go together like hand and foot. I think I want to bring up one more. Seed is very important. The whole Bible is dealing with seed. I think I'm getting too excited. Yep. And there shall come, the 11:1, Isaiah 11:1, check this out. And there shall come forth a rod out of the stem of Jesse, and a branch shall grow out of his roots. Who's that referring to? Jesse is King David's son. Jesse was King David's father. Listen, man, it's a beautiful thing when you start divulging. Jesse's King David's son, and what is that branch that come out of the stem of Jesse? Yahawashi. Okay, let me see if I grab one more. Here we go. For unto 6, Isaiah 9:6. For unto us a child is born, Unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Mind you, Solomon had peace for 40 years of peace. That same spirit is going to dwell in Yahawashi and an everlasting kingdom. And what is there going to be? Peace. It's making sense to somebody. The mighty God, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. 7. Of the increase of his government, the peace there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with the judgment and with the justice from henceforth, even forever. The zeal of Yahweh the Most High will perform this. Old and New Testament work together like hand and glove. Yahawashi is all up in the Old Testament. You just have some that just one day some don't read, and some just don't have that spirit of truth. Just don't rest them. They just so hard hearted. They just started to reject it and have to continue to reject it, no matter what truth they see. Seed is very important. The whole Bible is dealing with seed, righteous seed and a wicked seed. Wicked seed right there, Malachi 1:4. Esau, Edom, which whom the Almighty has indignation against forever. But from the seed of David do we have a king that's going to reign in an everlasting kingdom. King David found that a great honor, that from his loins there's going to be an everlasting king. I mean, that's like the ultimate blessing. From my house, my loins, my lineage. Even New Testament is going to sit on the throne of David. His father, Faja. Okay? Everything I say and do, again, father, I don't want to lose anybody. You know, you call your grandfather your okay? Oh, but he's my great what? Grandfather, okay? Okay? But at the same token, regeneration is a thing. And Yahawashi's spirit was in Solomon as well. It was in Isaac. That spirit. But that spirit is coming back as Yahawashi, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, to reign in an everlasting kingdom. Everything I say and do is all out of love. All glory goes to the Most High Yahweh and to his Son Yahawashi house.